An ambulance drives by. Suddenly, your dog throws their head back and starts howling like a wolf. It happens every single time. But what if this isn't just random behavior? What if your dog is responding to something we can't even hear? Before we uncover the ancient instinct behind this mysterious behavior, do me a favor, drop your city in the comments right now. I want to know where all you dog lovers are watching from around the world. Pause the video and comment below. Now, let's talk about why your domesticated pet suddenly sounds like a wild wolf when a siren passes. If you've ever seen your dog howl at a fire truck, police car, or ambulance siren, you've witnessed one of the most primal behaviors dogs still carry from their wolf ancestors. And the science behind it is absolutely fascinating. Let's start with the basics. Howling is deeply rooted in canine DNA. Wolves howl for specific, important reasons, and those same instincts still drive your dog today, even after thousands of years of domestication. In wolf packs, howling serves as long-distance communication. Wolves can hear each other's howls from 6 to 7 miles away in forested areas and up to 10 miles in open terrain. That's remarkable when you think about it. They howl to locate separated pack members, coordinate hunting activities, warn other packs away from their territory, and strengthen social bonds within the pack. It's essentially their version of a group phone call or text message chain. When your dog hears a siren, something in their brain recognizes that high-pitched, sustained sound as similar to a howl. Even though your dog has never met a wolf, that ancestral recognition is hardwired into their genetics. Here's where it gets really interesting. Let's talk about reason number 1 why dogs howl at sirens: frequency and pitch recognition. Sirens operate at frequencies between 1,000 and 3,000 Hz. Wolf howls typically range from 150 to 780 Hz. These aren't identical, but they're similar enough that the dog's auditory system recognizes them as howl-like sounds. But here's the kicker. Dogs can hear frequencies up to 65,000 Hz, while humans max out around 20,000 Hz. This means your dog is hearing components of that siren that you physically cannot detect. Research from the University of Sussex found that dogs are particularly sensitive to sounds in the frequency range. Werewolf communication occurs. When a siren hits certain notes, it triggers an automatic, almost involuntary response in many dogs. It's similar to how you might automatically turn your head when someone calls your name. You're not consciously deciding to respond. Your brain recognizes a familiar pattern and triggers a reaction. For dogs with sirens, the howling response works the same way. Reason number 2 involves pack communication and social bonding instincts. When wolves hear a distant pack howling, they often howl back. It's not aggressive, it's informational. They're saying, "We're here. This is our territory. We hear you." Your dog might be trying to communicate with what they perceive as another dog or pack in the distance. From their perspective, a siren sounds like another canine sending out a call. Their howl is an instinctive response that says, "I hear you. I'm here too." This is especially true in multi-dog households. Have you ever noticed that when one dog starts howling at a siren, others join in? That's pack behavior. They're reinforcing their social bonds and responding as a unified group. Studies of feral dog populations show they maintain some pack howling behaviors, particularly at dawn and dusk. They howl together to strengthen group cohesion. When your dogs howl together at a siren, they're engaging in this same ancient ritual, even if they don't understand why. Interestingly, dogs that are more socially bonded to their owners are more likely to howl when their owner howls or makes howling sounds. It's participatory behavior. They want to join in the group activity. Now, reason number 3 addresses a common concern. Are sirens hurting your dog's ears? This is probably the most widespread myth about dogs howling at sirens. Many owners believe the sound is painful and their dog is howling in distress. While it's true that dogs have more sensitive hearing than humans, sirens aren't typically painful to them. If a siren was causing genuine pain or distress, you'd see additional stress signals. Dogs in pain show tucked tails, pinned ears, attempts to hide or escape, trembling, and excessive panting. Most dogs howling at sirens show none of these signs. Instead, they're engaged and focused. Their body language is alert, but not fearful. Many dogs actually seem to enjoy howling. Their tails are neutral or wagging. Their body posture is confident, and they continue the behavior voluntarily. However, there's an important caveat. Extremely loud sirens at close range could potentially cause temporary hearing discomfort, just like they would for humans. If your dog tries to run away from sirens, cowers, or shows fear responses, they may be sensitive to the volume or have developed a negative association. But for most dogs, the howling is not about pain, it's about communication. Reason number 4 gets into breed-specific tendencies and genetic predisposition. Not all dogs howl as sirens. Some breeds are far more likely to engage in this behavior than others. Can you guess which ones? Breeds that are genetically closer to wolves, what we call primitive or ancient breeds, are much more vocal howlers. This includes Siberian Huskies, Alaskan Malamutes, Samoyeds, Shiba Inus, and Basenjis. Hounds are also notorious howlers. Beagles, bloodhounds, coonhounds, and basset hounds were bred to bay and howl while tracking prey. Howling is part of their working behavior. For these dogs, howling as sirens is an extension of their vocalization instincts. A fascinating study compared howling behavior across different breed groups. Northern breeds and hounds howled as sirens 78% of the time. Herding breeds howled about 40% of the time. Companion breeds like poodles and Bickens howled only 15% of the time. This makes sense when you consider breeding history. Dogs bred for companionship were selected for quieter traits. Dogs bred for hunting or working in harsh climates maintain more wolf-like vocalizations because those traits were useful. Interestingly, mixed breed dogs show varying tendencies depending on their genetic makeup. DNA tests have revealed that mixed breeds with higher percentages of hound or northern breed genetics are more likely to howl. Reason number 5 involves learned behavior and reinforcement. While much of howling is instinctive, the frequency and intensity can be shaped by learning. If your dog howls at a siren and you laugh, give attention, or even try to quiet them, you're reinforcing the behavior. Dogs are brilliant at reading human reactions. If howling at sirens gets a response, any response, some dogs will increase the behavior. It becomes a performance that gets them attention and engagement from their human. This is why some dogs only started howling at sirens after seeing another dog do it, or after their owner accidentally reinforced it. The instinct was there, but the consistent behavior was learned. Animal behaviorists have documented cases where dogs in the same household have different howling patterns. One dog might howl at every siren, while another never does. Even though both have the same genetic potential for howling, the difference often comes down to early experiences and reinforcement history. Now here's something most owners don't realize. Your dog might be howling at sounds you don't even recognize as sirens. Dogs can hear emergency vehicle sirens from much farther away than humans can. You might think your dog is randomly howling, but they're actually responding to a siren that's several blocks away. Too distant for you to hear yet. They can also distinguish between different types of sirens. Some dogs howl at ambulances, but not police cars, or vice versa. This suggests they're responding to specific frequency patterns, not just any loud noise. Musical instruments can trigger howling too. Harmonicas, violins, trumpets, and singing at certain pitches often make dogs howl. There's even a famous phenomenon where certain songs reliably make dogs howl. The frequency patterns in these sounds mimic howl-like qualities. This is why you might see viral videos of dogs howling to music. They're not appreciating the artistry. They're responding to acoustic triggers that sound like canine vocalizations to them. So what should you do when your dog howls at sirens? First, understand it's completely normal and not harmful in most cases. It's a natural expression of your dog's ancestry and communication instincts. If the howling doesn't bother you or your neighbors, there's no reason to stop it. Many owners actually enjoy hearing their dogs howl. It's a reminder of their wild heritage. However, if it's excessive or problematic, you can modify the behavior through training. When your dog starts to howl, redirect their attention to you before they fully engage. Call them, ask for a sit or other command, and reward with a high-value treat. The key is interrupting the behavior chain before they get into full howling mode. Once they're committed to howling, it's much harder to stop. The sensitization can help too. Play recordings of sirens at low volume while doing something positive with your dog, like playing or training. Gradually increase the volume over weeks while maintaining positive associations. This teaches them that sirens are background noise, not something requiring a response. Never punish your dog for howling. It's an instinctive behavior, and punishment will only confuse them and potentially create anxiety. They don't understand why you're upset about a natural communication attempt. If your dog suddenly starts howling at sirens when they never did before, pay attention. Changes in behavior can sometimes indicate hearing problems, cognitive changes in senior dogs, or anxiety. If accompanied by other behavioral changes, consult your vet. Here's a fascinating detail from recent canine cognition research. Scientists discovered that when dogs howl, they're not just making noise randomly. They modulate their pitch and duration based on what they hear. When researchers played recorded wolf howls to domestic dogs, The dogs adjusted their howl frequency to harmonize with or differentiate from the recorded howls. This suggests howling is more sophisticated than simple mimicry. It's actual acoustic communication with intentional variation. Some dogs even seem to answer sirens in patterns. They'll wait for gaps in the siren sound to howl, almost like they're having a conversation. This turn-taking behavior is characteristic of wolfpack communication. One more incredible finding: dogs that howl together synchronize their howls in ways that maximize acoustic coverage. One dog might howl at a higher pitch while another goes lower, creating a more complex sound. This is exactly what wolf packs do to make their group sound larger and more intimidating to rival packs. So the next time a fire truck passes and your dog throws their head back to howl, you're witnessing thousands of years of evolution in action. Your domesticated pet is speaking the ancient language of their wolf ancestors. It's not pain, it's not random, it's communication, instinct, and social behavior all wrapped into one powerful vocalization. Your dog is doing exactly what their DNA tells them to do when they hear what sounds like another canine calling in the distance. Embrace it, manage it if needed, but understand it's a completely natural expression of who your dog is at their core. If you found this fascinating, smash that like button and subscribe for more insights into dog behavior. And don't forget, drop your city in the comments. I love connecting with dog lovers from all over the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we decode another mysterious thing your dog does.